Okay, this is Advanced Math final review for Unit 7. Remember, we're taking our final next week. So, and everyone should have this packet. From the Unit 7 section, questions you want to see explained, worked out. Number 2. There's only 3. Well, let's do 2, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Did everybody get number 1? Okay. No, not even 1? Okay, we'll start with 1. All right. A equals 45 degrees. B equals 30 degrees. Little b equals 6. Find A. Is that what is given and what they're asking? Okay, so this is the one where we draw our triangles. Remember, I'm not drawing them to scale. A is 45 degrees. B is 30 degrees. Little b is 6, and they want us to find A. And it did not say that this was a right triangle, so can we use right triangle trig, the SOHCAHTOA stuff? No, we can't use opposite over hypotenuse because it's not a right triangle. All right, so we have 2 choices. Do you guys remember? You have it in your notes, those of you that have kept your notes organized. You have law of sine formulas and you have law of cosine formulas. That was 7.3 and 7.4. So, law of sines we used when we knew an angle and its corresponding side, and we were looking for another angle or side and knew its corresponding piece. For example, what am I looking for? A. Do I know its angle? That's good. Then I need to know, in order to use law of sines, I need to know another angle and its corresponding side. Do I know it? B. Okay, now we can't use law of sines to find an obtuse angle, but I'm not looking for angles, so I don't have to worry about that at all. I'm just going to go through and do law of sines. Just because I did it a lot back when we did this unit, I will do it here. A, B, C. You don't have to do all this stuff anymore unless it helps you. Little a, little b, little c. A is 45, B is 30, little b is 6, and we're looking for A. And I did this, like we're looking for A, we have the angle, we know angle B, and we know its side. So it does not matter if you put sine at the top or the bottom as long as you're consistent. We typically did sine at the top. So sine of what? 45 over A equals sine of what?
30.
Sine of 30 over 6. And you plug it in. Before we plug it in, actually, let's go ahead and solve. Do you agree we're going to cross multiply? 6 times sine of 45 equals A times sine of 30. And what do we do at this point? Divide by sine of 30. You guys need your scientific calculators, so take your own out. If you do not have one, please come pick one up. Yes. No, it'll be the whole final. The question was, can we use these scientific calculators on the whole final? Yes, you can. So you plug it in, sine, or 6 times sine of 45, close parentheses, divide sine of 30. All right, 3 decimal places, what do we get? 8.485. Questions? Now, make sure you're checking answers. The page before this does have the answer at the top, but it doesn't have the graphs. So again, that was printed accidentally. This is the answer page that you should be looking at. And it's 8.485. Okay. Questions on 1? Okay. Do we still need to? Yes or no? No, yes, maybe so. Hello, Mrs. Torres. Yes, I will. Bye-bye. Okay, given triangle ABC with B equaling 60 degrees, little a equaling 14.4, C equals 5, find B. All right, I want you guys to quickly draw your triangle. It doesn't matter how you label your A, B, C. I typically do mine this way, but it doesn't matter as long as you label everything correctly.
Only the inside. You don't use this for just the inside. Oh, are these moving up to the side?
All right. Did it work? Anybody get it? Let's see. B is 60. Little a is 14.4. Little c is 5. Find B. Okay. Taking a look here, do I have enough information to use law of sines? Do I? I'm looking for this side here, which means I need its corresponding angle, and I have it. But do I have any other side and corresponding angle? No. And we talked about side angle side. When it looks like that, it is law of cosines. So you should have it in your notes. This is law of cosine here. There's 3 choices. I'm going to use this one since I'm looking for side B. So what is it? B squared equals, and yes, you will need to have that formula memorized, so you need to work on all your formulas as well. B squared equals, it's a lot like the quadratic formula in the beginning. A squared plus, I've already used B, so what's next? C squared. Minus, there's a 2, and I use the same letters I used here, so 2 what? AC, and it's law of cosine, so cosine or sine? Cosine of the angle that corresponds with the side I'm looking for. What side am I looking for? I'm looking for side B, so I'm going to use angle B, which is, actually I'm going to put B in there, and then you can plug the numbers in on your own. Okay, B squared equals A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cosine B. Are all the formulas for law of cosine similar? Just letters flipped around? Yes. You can see side A, side B, angle B, side C, angle C. And we did talk about it when we did this unit. All right, go ahead and plug your numbers in. Now remember, after you plug it all in, what do? Take the what of each side? The square root, and you can do second square root, second answer. Or if you wanted to, you could hit the square root key first and then type all that in. Your calculator should be able to handle all that. Okay, what did you guys get? 12.75. 8. But what do you have on your calculator? Did you get that as well? Let me plug it in. And you plugged it in like this, or you did the square? It shouldn't matter either way. Did you square root it? Okay, so I'm going to plug it in myself. 14.5 squared plus 5 squared minus 2 times 14.5 times 5 times cosine of 162.75. Is that where I'm, thank you very much, because I was getting that wrong one that he had as well. Thank you for catching that. Wrote it correctly here and wrote it incorrectly over here, and so it did change it a smidge when I plugged it in. Guys, with that happening, please be careful when you are doing your own work on your final, because if you make the mistake that I just made, will it throw your answers off? Yes. It is multiple choice, so you will figure out that you made a mistake somewhere, but that is time wasted. Okay, so then it comes out to be 12.663. Okay, so you guys can try number 3 on your own. Yes?
Yeah.
Plugging in and rearranging. All right, so I'm going to stop here. We're done, and I will start again for Unit 8.